the system's implemented into our PAC system. It automatically reads those aneurysms, or I should say those scans of CT scans with contrast, and then measures abdominal aortic diameters, which will then eventually be counter-read by the radiologist. And the video you see on the right side of the panel is what the radiologist sees then, and they will get an alarm if the system reads and thinks it identifies an aneurysm that will be counter-read by a radiologist. And this is very important, as about 30 to 35% of aneurysms get missed, especially if the CT scan is performed for other reasons. This will ensure that the entire reporting process is streamlined by opting to automatically insert preliminary measurements into the read that will be then counter-read and confirmed or amended by the radiologist. Next slide, please. Automatically measures the maximal abdominal aortic aneurysm. Right now, we have the system set up to evaluate abdominal aortic aneurysms. So it analyzes all contrast and has CT scans automatically the moment those images are obtained. A widget that we have available displays a preview image showing the maximal diameter, and we get alarmed based on what we ask in terms of size, what we get alarmed for. The roadmap for next year is that a complete aorta with 10 landmarks, so from the aortic valve to the bifurcation, is going to be evaluated, including ascending, descending, and abdominal aorta. Right now, the system works for us regarding the abdominal aorta. An orange dot appears when largest aortic measurement exceeds site configurable threshold. This is mostly for the radiologist, and we get alarmed if even the radiologist hasn't confirmed it yet, because we get the alarm before very often the radiologist has even the chance to look at the images. Next slide, please. So if you look at the aortic care coordination, a patient has a CT scan anywhere in the Yale New Haven Health System, and a threshold of the aortic diameter is reached, and we get an alarm on our phone and can look at the images and go from there. If and we have at Yale set the alarm to 5 centimeters and above, at which point we get alarmed. Everything below, anywhere between 3 and 5 centimeters, ends automatically in our subacute surveillance pathway that we will go more into detail. Next slide, please. So we also have an acute awareness, enhanced awareness and communication of acute abdominal aortic aneurysms. So an expedited clinical decision-making for acute aneurysm is also text-based. So it's not just limited to what we find on a CT scan. The algorithm is run on all diagnostic imaging reports to identify AAAs or thoracic aortic aneurysms. So we have a double assurance, so to speak. So we look, or the system looks at the CT scans, but we also, in addition, look at the reports through a natural language processing. And that, at the end of the day, eliminates false positives through the system by leveraging radiologists' confirmed readings. And it's a double assurance, so to speak. Next. And here you see in a little video of the app that is on our phone. So we get an alarm about a patient that has a presumed aneurysm by the system. You see here, it is a contrast imaging. The aneurysm largest diameter will be measured. We can scroll through it. We can adjust the window level. We can look at different angles, and we can look at different areas of the scan. So, for instance, the axials, the coronals, and the sagittals. As you can see here, the system measures the largest diameter, which will then prompt an alarm that will go out to us. And as you can see here, you have the option to look like on a computer screen in your office. You can look at the entire CT scan, you can scroll through it, you can adjust the window level as mentioned. And you also see the reports. I will have to say, very often when we get the alarm, the radiologist didn't even have the chance to look at the image yet. So fast is the system. So once the report is up, you can see it and can then compare to the findings of the computer system. We also have the option to send messages in between. So the care team is all involved, and we can coordinate the care of the patient in real time, basically.